Okay, good morning traders. This is Chris Pavlik here, and it is February 25th, 2012. Stock market has been ripping higher pretty much all year long since early December, and I'm here to discuss a particular issue with regard to day trading trends. I'm a day trader. I trade stocks. At the end of the day, the positions are closed and the risk is off the table. But during the day, we want to find the biggest and the best directional moves. And what you need to do is you need to be able to set up your charts in such a way that you're focusing on one specific pattern, and that pattern emerges pretty much every single day. Some days are bigger than others, and some days are just okay. But there are always certain stocks that create a trend. Yes, the S&P 500 is mean reverting, and it's probably better to be selling the strength and buying the weakness. But when you're day trading stocks for trends, they are a different animal, and they trend very well when you find them or in the early going and you capture a piece of the pie. We don't try to capture the beginning of the move, and we don't try to capture the end of the move, but we try to capture the meat. And if we can capture the meat, then we're satisfied. And if you can do this over and over again using a specific concept, you can do very, very well. So I'm going to show you a couple things that might help you. Just bear with me here. Okay, first of all, this is the website, failuretotradetheplan.com, and we have created an algorithm for day trading stocks, specifically day trading trends, and finding the best trends every single day for you. This can complement your charting. So as you can see in this little window here, I have 4 screens. I'm a trader, I've been doing it for 20 years, and on one screen you want to have your charts. On the other screen you might want to have your order execution or your level 2, and on another screen you might want to have your scanner. I'm here to show you about the scanner and how that can complement your chart work. And I'm going to give you some examples from this week that were good trades that you could have taken for trends. So here we go. Okay, here we have Thursday, the 23rd rather. The trade is IBM. Okay, you can see right here on the beginning of the day, right at this line, this is the end of the day, but the meat of the move was right in here. Okay, look at this indicator here. This is the Williams %R set at 30. Lots of people like to have that up there, and you're only in the trend when this is above the upper threshold line. So from this level to this level. The CCI, the Commodity Channel Index, set at 50. When the index is above 100, the stock is trending. Here is your relative strength index set at 7 period. When it is above the upper threshold line, the stock is trending. As you can see, the tremendous amount of volume that came into this move. Over here, not a lot of volume. On the breakout, lots of volume. So what we do is we help you identify and isolate the needle in the haystack. Basically saying there's thousands of stocks out there. How do we know that this is the one? Well, as you can see, this was the one on Thursday morning, and this is the move to here. By 11:30, the move was over. So in the first hour or two of trade, you wanted to be focusing on IBM. Now let's just assume that you had all your indicators set up on your charts just like this, but you were looking at a different stock. You were looking at Baidu. Well, Baidu, as you can see on Thursday, we'll go to Thursday rather, right there, not above the line, right there below, right here below. Never really a time on Thursday for any significant length of time where this was above the upper threshold in all three. So it would not have come up in our system. So what our system does is it focuses on names like this. Here we go. There's BWA on Thursday, along with IBM as we just showed you. Then there is names like this. ICE. We're going back to the 5 minute, a little easier to see. BAM. Big move up, expansion, basically rallied all day long. So you've seen IBM, you've seen ICE, you've seen BWA, and so on and so forth. And what we do is we identify the trend trades that meet the criteria that count, and we count the new high behavior using different kinds of concepts, looking at 1 minute data, looking at 2 minute data, looking at 5 minute data, and we build it into a model that looks at price expansion, looks at new highs, and creates a score. And a scanning window comes up in your system if you're subscribed to the service, and it alerts you as these stocks are breaking out to new highs. So it basically isolates the leadership, and that is done through the scoring mechanism of the counter. So you're focusing on the top counters in the first hour of trade, and this is where the action would be. You can have all your charts set up like this, and then you can have your scan window in another monitor, and then you can focus on the leadership. And here's one from Friday. MasterCard opened at 406, 407, moved all the way up in the first hour of trade to 417. We're looking at a 5 minute chart. It doesn't really represent it that well. There's a 2 minute chart, a little easier to see. Bam. After that, the move was over and the stock went sideways. Okay? So we help you focus on the trends, where they are. At the same time, you've got the S&P 500 on Friday. Basically opened up, went down, went up, went down, went up. Not really a tremendous trend like MasterCard. So what our system does is helps you identify the best trends using a counter. And it is really worth it because there's nothing like it what we do. We combine multiple time frames and multiple scoring mechanisms into a system that is going to show you where the action is and help you get the needle in the haystack. Check it out, www.failuretotradetheplan.com, and go look at the system picks, go look at the daily tips, go read some of the daily thoughts, look at some of the articles, and take a 1 month trial.